I could use my phone for the light. Hey guys, I don't know if this is going to work, but find out. Okay. I'm still live on my phone, apparently. Spotlight. Nah, it's crap, that. The lighting's just crap. I don't know whether this will work. Oh, here we go, got 2 views, that's good. Hey, Richard. So, I've got black hair today. If I put that up there, you can see me a bit better. So you can see me with my laptop. I'm wearing my laptop, and I'm kind of in cosplay, sort of, because I've got a wig on, and I've done my face I've done my face white, and done the eyebrows. Do you know what I've discovered? You can't get black eyebrow pencil, which I think is weird, because aren't there girls or guys with black hair, and they would obviously have black eyebrows? So I have to wear eyeliner for my thingy. I haven't caught streaming a bit. Hey BJ. So what do you think about me with black hair? I think I'd suit it, actually. My mum doesn't think I'd suit it, but I think it looks fine as long as I wear my makeup like this. The only problem with this wig is the hair just keeps going in my face, so I'm having to use a clip to get it out of my face. It's annoying. It's a pain in the ass. It just won't stay. I'm trying. Just bear with me, okay? I'll start the discussion when I finish prattling about with this stupid wig. So if it just stayed like that, that would be great, but it won't. It'll just go right in my face and I'll look like Cousin It. So I'm trying. I hate hair in my face. Even like one little strand in my face and it absolutely bugs the shit out of me. You see people with hair like in the face and I'm like, how do they stand that? It doesn't look as good pinned up, but at least it's not in my face. Supposedly. I've still got it in my face. It's still in my face. Yeah, I just hate it in my face. Like with a passion. There you go. We got a nice view of my hairnet thing. Anyway, so I think I suit black hair, but my mum doesn't. So that's why I have had it black before. When I was about 15. I thought it would be cool because I had this group of friends. I say friends. They weren't really friends, but they were people that I just chatted to on the internet. I met them in a chat room. They were also like 15 and 16, sort of my age group at the time. And we called ourselves the Weekenders because we chatted on MSN Messenger every weekend. Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday, I can't remember. And they were absolutely horrible to me. Well, I say they, just one guy was horrible, called Richard. And he was so nasty that he also got the others to join in as well. The others Mark didn't want to join in, but Sammy would join in. And all 3 of them, they had black hair. All died. Mark had brown hair, Sammy had brown hair, and Richard had ginger hair. And Richard was the nastiest bastard ever. He had a problem with me for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And when I complained to Mark about it, he just said, oh, it's how he is with new people. Like, he's like that with all new people. And I said, well, don't you think that you should stop him from doing that? Instead of just saying, oh, it's how he is. Oh, it's how he is. It's like, that's not acceptable, though. Because if you're trying to make new friends, that'll just scare them away. But apparently none of them had a problem with my friend Vicky, because I had her join in the conversation one time. And even though they all knew me longer than Vicky just fit in with them like that, like straight away. They liked her. And even she joined in with having a go at me. Like when they started having a go at me like they often did when Richard was around. Vicky even joined in. I'm like, Vicky, you're my friend and you've known me longer. Why are you defending them and joining in with having a go at me? It's just so nasty. Thanks a lot, Vicky. So yeah, so that's what happened with that. Anyway, I dyed my hair, not really to fit in with them, but I did it because I wanted to kind of like have a group where we all look the same. Cause that's been my dream all my life, is to have like a group of friends where we all look the same or similar, like whether it be like similar hairstyles, similar clothes, or something like that. I've always liked the idea of that. So I dyed my hair so it'd be like, because I had blonde hair and they had black hair, so I thought it'd be cool if I had black hair too. Plus, that was the age where I was going through my goth phase as well, so I thought black hair would look better. Hello? Okay. So anyway, so my mum said she did not like it when I had it black, and she said, "Don't ever have it like that again." And I think that just looked bad because I had really short hair at the time, like even shorter than that wig that Brad has seen me in and Richard on Halloween, which is it's basically the same hairstyle I had when I was 15. Same hairstyle, same color, being black. The only difference was mine was shorter than the wig that you saw me in. It was way shorter. It was just like stubble practically. It was like, it wasn't quite shorn, but it was like probably an inch long. When it grew, it looked a lot nicer, but unfortunately, you could see the roots, which were a lot lighter, and it looked odd. But I think me with like long black hair would look nicer than the really short cropped black hair. I'm gonna see what my mum thinks because she's not actually seen me in this wig. I'm gonna ask her what she thinks, and if she likes it, maybe she'll allow me to get my hair done black. She would never stop me. Like if I insisted on having black hair, she wouldn't stop me, but she would advise me it doesn't look good. Anyway, I'm gonna show you my outfit real quick before I get into the rant. So you've just seen the top of me so far. I had about 7 views, and they've all gone back down to fecking 3. Thanks a lot. Oh well, go figure, because that's part of the reason why I'm going to be ranting about Patreon people. Either way, it's kind of both, but I'll be explaining why in a bit. So you can still my collar. This is new. I got a blue one as well. What the hell? No, it's okay. So I'm basically wearing the same outfit that you've probably seen me wearing before, but kind of different. Like I say, I have no clue if you can see all of me, but I'm wearing like fishnet tights and long socks and also long boots. The long socks are to make it look even longer, because the long boots alone aren't over the knee ones. They're just like slightly over the knee, but not very much over the knee. So there you go, you can see it better now. It looks a lot better than with the heels, I think, but I cannot walk in heels, so I dare go out in them. So fishnets. So this skirt is the one I was wearing pretty much before I got the one with the crosses. This one's like my ultimate favourite. Well, I've got a really itchy eye at the moment. So yeah, so to get black eyebrows, I just use black eyeliner instead. It's really dark, it's a shame. Why have I suddenly gotten really itchy? That's a good picture. Brad, take screenshots quick. I just hope it's not got any crack in it. I can't really see properly. It's quite shiny, that necklace. It's reflecting the light. I should have put the tail with it, really. It's upstairs at the moment. can't even post any of these pictures on Instagram because my phone is full. Let me. That's a pain in the ass. We got absolutely no good pictures from that other live stream I did. Now, I tried to do a live stream on Halloween, but it wouldn't let me. That's called Ombre, Brad. So yeah, for some reason it won't let me do a live stream. I don't know why. It's going. Your Outlook settings are out of date. All right, so let's go into the rant. I might be interrupted for 5 seconds while I just give my mum her tea. I'm just going to start the rant anyway. So first of all, the Patreon information is all wrong. Good. I'm glad. Thanks for taking the screenshots. So what happens is, the stupid thing is, it says, I've been getting lots of new Patreons lately. So I think. But more on that later. When I go into my Patreon manager thing where it shows all the Patreons that I've got, it shows I've got 6. But then in another section of Patreon, where it's showing how many Patreons I've got, according to that, I've only got 4 Patreons. Yeah, it's on my laptop. I'm doing this on my laptop because my phone still won't let me live stream, and I have no clue why. I think that looks better without the light shining. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you think it's better with or without the light shining? I'll put it on that side, see if that's any better. I don't know. Just try to give it some light because this is very crappy quality. I think it's because it's probably a dead old laptop by now. It's only a few years old. No light's better. Anyway, so hopefully my dad will get me a new laptop. Maybe he can get me a cool gaming laptop or something. I'd love to have one. I wanted a gaming console, but my dad won't get me one. He won't get me Nintendo Switch. He won't get me Xbox. He won't get me PlayStation. He keeps saying that they're out of date now, like nobody does gaming stations and platforms anymore because everybody does mobile games now. You know, App Store, like iPhone games and stuff. No, they don't. It's still very much popular to play games on your computer games and PlayStations and, you know, these things and no switches and stuff like that. He's just trying to pull the wool over my eyes because he thinks that I'm so much in the dark because I was homeschooled and don't go out to work and shit. He still thinks I'm in the dark about everything. He just realized that I've got the internet and TV, doesn't he? Like, I can see the outside world through these things and I know what's going on. I don't completely live in the Stone Age. People do. Ever since I've been growing up, people just assume that because I was homeschooled that I am living in the dark ages. But I'm 29 now. Like, that doesn't affect me anymore, apart from the fact that I'm at home all the time. But even so, I have a computer and I have TV. So I know people still play video games. Yeah, he's an idiot. See them in the supermarket. So yeah, so he thinks that I am behind the times, just like everybody else, just because I was homeschooled or something. Or that I don't go out to work like other people do, or I don't go out here, there, and everywhere to college or whatever, like other people do. But just because of that doesn't mean to say that I'm still living in the dark ages. And like I don't know what's going on, because I do. So I talk to people people are always going on about gaming, so it's hard to miss. And everyone's always going on about Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's the newest fecking thing out. Even I know that. It's always been advertised everywhere. The only reason why he's doing this and trying to convince me that nobody uses them anymore and they're obsolete is because they're so expensive. He doesn't want to pay. Now, you might think he's a tight ass, and yes, you'd be right about that. But it's because he has 2 other kids to buy for, and they probably get all the latest, dead expensive shit. So, of course, he doesn't want to do that with the 3rd child, and he thinks that he can pull the wool over my eyes. Like I say, for the reasons I've just mentioned. So, anyway, and I don't kind of blame him because he's kind of struggling, and of course, his other kids demand all the latest things. But he thinks I'm going to be lower maintenance because, like I say, I don't go to school, so I'm not going to be like picked on because I don't have all the latest gadgets. So he thinks that he can just bypass me or something. Anyway, sorry, got to give my mum her tea. I'll be right back. I can hear her yelling and screaming, "Cup of tea!" Oh, I'll still have to wait because I've got to heat it up again now. Anyway, so apparently I've got 4 Patreons, but according to the payout part, it says I've got 4 £5 Patreons. But then in the other bit where it lists all of my patrons, it says I've only got 2 £5 Patrons, which is weird. Apparently I've got no higher paying patrons, which is odd because I keep seeing in the emails, oh, such a body has become a £30 Patreon or £40 Patreon or £50 Patreon. And yet when I go into it, it says I've only got lower tier Patreons. Well, I have one £30 and one £50, and then that's it. Like, no in-betweeners. But that's not the worst part. The dodgy freaking analytics are not the worst part. I'll tell you the drum roll. I'll tell you the biggest problem in a minute when I've just given my mum her tea. Well, you know she's going to buy them every 5 minutes, don't you? I'm not like everybody else who gets like hours to themselves. I'm on call like 24/7. So you've got to expect, like, even when I can't even have, like, from about 9 till bedtime, it's supposed to be my time to go on the computer and have me time. I might still get interrupted several times throughout that as well. I even have to be prepared for the fact that I might even get disturbed when I'm in bed as well. It's trying to sleep. Right. Just a few more minutes while I put the food on. I'm definitely going to wear this wig for my Halloween costume next year, maybe, if I wear that dress again. I like this new angle. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Starman. I'm glad you like the outfit. Just in case you're just new here, I'll show you the full thing. I've still got all my Halloween decorations up, but don't worry, they're all coming down tomorrow. I'm going to be going this way, so I'm going to show you my outfit. I can show you my outfit properly from there. I just hope you can see properly. Hey, I've got more space. How did that happen? I was really struggling before. My mum must have done something about it. Probably because she kept getting freaking tripping up over the stupid bed. So that's my outfit that I wore today. I hope you like it. I think I'm going to sit down now. I've been stood up for ages, so I'll just get my drink. So I've just started recycling absolutely everything now that's plastic or foil or whatever, because we missed the bin collection, which means we've got like another fortnight's worth of rubbish to just be lingering around. So I may as well. So everything's going in the recycling bin now. When I say everything, I don't mean like tissues or whatever. Just things that used to be recyclable before they said, oh, it's not recyclable anymore. So anything plastic or whatever. Like crisp packets, they're not recyclable anymore. But they are some places, but not other places. It's really stupid. OB. Pretty sure. What? Anyway, so I drum rolled, and now, without further ado, I'm going to tell you the most annoying reason why I'm ranting about Patreon today. The most annoying thing that's happened. And that is that. So I said before that I've gotten loads of new Patreons lately. Patrons. I've got loads of new patrons, like in the last few days. So like every time I see my emails, no, that didn't look good. Every time I see my emails, it says new Patreon, new Patreon, new Patreon. It's great. I'm like so excited. They're all higher end Patreons, like £30 and £40. So I'm like, did it? And some people have like, put their own amount in. So instead of it being one of my set amounts, they've done their own. It's not just that they keep leaving as such. What they do is, and I'm not giving you guys a tip. This won't work for you because I've fixed it now, so this isn't going to happen anymore. So if you think that you guys can do this, you won't be able to, because I'm going to fix it so you can't do it. So I'm not giving you a tip. You can do this because it won't work in future. And I will be telling you that at the end. But what happened is, what they do is, especially one called Oliver John, he deliberately becomes a Patreon, like during the month. And then just before it's payday, which is the following month. So like if you become a Patreon in October, you don't pay until November 1st. So what he does is he becomes a fucking Patreon, and then just before it's payday, he leaves. He deletes his Patreonage, his pledge, or whatever you call it. And I thought, why are people doing this? And at first I thought, oh, it's probably because maybe people, they become Patreons and they realize it's not the content that they were expecting or something. And then they leave because it's like, oh, this is not for me, so I'm going to leave. No, I figured out why they do this. Because they do it every month. They become a Patreon. The same people become a Patreon and then fucking leaves. No, Oliver John. John. Oliver John. But he's called Oliver Mackenzie, really. I don't know why he calls himself Oliver John on there. He's changed his name again, on the Patreon. It's something like Pete or Peter or something now. He's changed his name. So it's Oliver Mackenzie, really. Oliver John Mackenzie, I think. Anyway, so they become a Patreon, especially so that they can view all my stuff. That's why they become a higher tier one, so they can see all my videos. And then they quit their Patreonage before payday. So they get to see my stuff pretty much for free. Which is fucking cheeky and stupid. Trying to fool you. Exactly. Now this person, I might have told you about him before, but he is the one who talks to me on and off. So he'll talk to me for a while, and then he'll disappear for a while, then he'll talk to me. And the last time we talked to him, he said he was going to become a Patreon and a higher tier one. It was like 25 Patreon. That was before I added all the other tiers. 25 was like the highest one. No, you haven't. Anyway, so we've been talking basically for years, but on and off. Shut up. Bloody phone. So, yeah. Rum and Coke, by the way. He's this guy who's been trying to put on weight. He's blonde and blue-eyed. He's quite handsome. He's just my type. He has a very wobbly belly. So sexy. And he's gotten even fatter since. So I thought one day we could meet up. But like I say, he kept chickening out and stopping talking to me for ages. So, yeah. Bit of a pain in the ass. But anyway, so lately he's becoming Patreon and then deleting his pledge before the first day of the next month when it's payout day. I think it's a stupid system that Patreon have. That's what I mean. These people are cheeky, but Patreon has enabled it by doing it in this way whereby they make it so that these people don't get charged until the following month. They should charge them straight away. Or if they insist on charging people the first of the next month, they should make everything so they can't see, my content before they pay. Like it should be like automatically private until they do their first payment. They're charged their first payment and then they're allowed to see stuff. Like that should be the setting that they automatically have. Like I believe that you can probably, Brad seems to think that you can make stuff private, but I don't think you can. So yeah, I think you should pay up front. I think they should be charged up front. But no. And now people have cottoned on to this and they're becoming patrons during the month so they can see all my shit for free. And then before it's payday, they fucking delete their pledge. And you guys are thinking, oh, I think I will do that as well. Oh, yes. I've got at least 6 people watching this. I mean, Brad and Richard wouldn't do that. They've been, Richard's been a Patreon for, it was a year in June. So June, July, August, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah. It's been a while anyway. It's been a year and a bit, so yeah. Now I've looked in all the settings, there's no options. So you guys are all thinking, oh well, like I say, oh I'll do it as well. I'll become a Patreon too. So it's like I'm giving them ideas. All these 5 people are now thinking, oh yes, I'll do that as well. I will become a Patreon and then quit it before the next month so I can see her content for free. But the joke's on you because I'm gonna delete everything. Seeing as how I can't make things private until payday, I'm gonna delete everything. And then people can't see my shit. Me birds Acosta. Indeed, you can see my belly. If you donate and request a special custom video. So I'm going to go back to doing custom videos anyway, like I was doing before, instead of doing Patreon. So I think it's ridiculous that they can see all the content before paying and then just fucking delete their pledge before payday and they're just seeing it all for free. And you know what? They'll be saving it too. Because another boo-boo that Patreon has made is they make it so you have to upload videos to a third-party website like YouTube or Vimeo. And, you can't really make it private on there and only like one person can see it. If it's, say, unlisted and only people with the link can see it, all these people who are becoming Patreons and then deleting their pledges can not only see the content, but they can keep it for life because all they have to do is save it to their playlist and they've got it for fucking life. I'm like, that's not fair. They've got my videos for fucking free. So, no, I'm not showing my belly unless you pay now. That's off limits. So, you'd better pay up if you want to see it. So anyway, so I'm going to make all my videos private. And only people who pay get to see them. And when I do show them my videos, I'm not going to upload them to YouTube anymore. I'm going to be just sending them the files or something. I don't know. I'll do it somehow. And I'm also going to write up a contract that they can't share it with anybody else. Because that's not fair that other people get to see my fucking videos for free. Yeah. See, I don't want to give away the milk for free anymore. I'd rather make some money off of it. So I'm charging to see my belly now. You're not getting to see it for free anymore. And like I say, it's really shit that people can just become Patreons, not pay until the following month. And they can see all my shit in the meantime and then delete their pledge. So I think that's pretty shitty. So yeah, I'm going to be deleting everything. And if people want to see my videos, they will have to, you know, donate to my PayPal, which is in the description below. You'd think Patreon would host content as well. Yeah. See, if I was able to upload the videos straight to Patreon and not a third-party one, like I say, I could make that private or something. But seeing as how it's on YouTube, yeah, these people can save it there. I don't think I can share it if it's private, like just one person. Only one person should be able to see it, the person that I've shared the link with. But it says anybody who has the link can have it. So these people, for all I know, might be sharing the link with other people and saying, oh, you can have this content for free because I've got it and I can share it with you. It's like, that is just really shit. It is rubbish. And they charge. Like, I mean, they take money from Patreon, so I don't even get everything. Although they don't take some from mine. They charge the patrons extra. So they get some. I still get everything that they're donated, but Patreon charge extra so they get some too. And that's not really fair to the patrons. So I don't really recommend Patreon, to be honest with you. Now that I've learnt more about it. I mean, I thought it was a great idea at first, but now I've learned all these things about it. It's shite. So I think I'm just gonna quit Patreon, and I'm gonna tell other people not to bother with it as well. And if they want to advertise their content and get paid for it, I recommend things like, I mean, I don't know everything about OnlyFans either, because I don't really use it because they want ID for you to use it. And I don't have ID, so I'm screwed. So I can't use OnlyFans either. So I can't really recommend it because I don't know the deal. They might have the same freaking system as the fucking Patreon, for all I know. Where, you know, but I do believe you have like a thing where you say, oh, you know, I will be on the £9 subscription. I'm not sure if you can cancel. You should have a contract where you can't just cancel it before. You know, you're like on a contract, you have to pay it once you've become a Patreon. That's another thing they could do. Like, you know, you can't quit before payday. You know, you have to pay at least one time before you can quit. You know, I think that they should be able to have that system at least, if they're not going to do the thing where everything's private until payday. It's just the stupidest system ever. But unfortunately, and very conveniently, you can't complain to Patreon. There's no way of contacting the fuckers. So I'm just going to have to hope that they see this video, because these are my complaints. It's just like with Asda. I couldn't complain to Asda about the incident a few weeks back. That they wouldn't serve me that one time at least. Like, even if they, you know, they said, that bloke said, we're not serving you anymore. Because I was already there, he could have just said, well, here's your prescription this one time, but we're not serving you ever again. So that's what happened regarding that. They just said, we're not serving you. Because one big baby had a problem with me. Who the fuck is he? Kim Jong-un or something? It's like, oh, well, I don't like this person because they committed the most minor crime against me, so nobody must serve her. Heil Hitler! You know, that's exactly what this person is like. Well, I don't know. I don't know why everybody's decided to get involved on this guy's behalf. But like I say, he must have some pull there. If you get everybody in the fucking store to stop serving me because I made a 5-second long video of him that just shows the desk. It's ridiculous. I wrote it in my diary, actually. Hang on, let me get that bit where... I know it's not what this video is about, but I just want to read this because it's so funny. It's proper like he's a dictator or something because he managed to get everybody to stop serving me. Like, what the people in there should have said to him was, they should have said, well, this is your problem. You've got the problem with that customer. So you don't have to serve them, but we're going to still serve her. That's what they should have said to him. But no, they've actually pandered to him. They've catered to him, even though it's just like one stupid guy. Hello? No, I didn't. It was shut. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yes, please do. I didn't actually know. Will you last until tomorrow? I'll go tomorrow. No, that's true. Well, normally I would have been going today. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, I'm on the laptop. Better, isn't it? My phone will not let me do it. It will not let me live stream anymore. I don't know why. Just keep saying the audio and video is not available. Don't know why. I don't know what's happened. Okay. It's coming at... Oh, shit. It's coming. It's just on the go now. It's got 1 minute to go, and then I turn it over for another 10 minutes. It's early today anyway, either way. I know, well, you've got to wait. I mean, I could serve it to you raw, you know, uncooked properly. Well, you don't. Mm-hmm. Shit in hell. No. This is what happens when I get hair in my face. It itches me. Können ich gehen jetzt? You what? Okay. Yeah. I can't stop itching. See you later. That sounded funny. Looks better. Good. Conan is David, yes. Alright, once upon a time. Alright, I'll tell you the story real quick. What this live stream is about, but oh well. We talk about a variety of subjects on here. Well, I think I'm pretty much done with that subject anyway, so you know. On Thursday, we went to Asda for the third time. I made the mistake of going to the pharmacy part. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello? Right. Okay, I'll be in the mo. I've got to do something else in a minute, but I'll just quickly read this to you. I made the mistake of going to the pharmacy part first, you know, Asda. I needed because I needed my prescription urgently, my puffer for the next day. I'd ran out and I was having slight breathing problems. I saw that Timothy Mason was serving people, but as soon as he spotted me, he scuttled off into the back. And some Asian bloke came out and took his place to continue serving people. That's fine. I'm glad not to be dealing with that big baby Timothy. But when I went to be served, the Asian guy told me that I was not to be served at all by any of the member of staff at that pharmacy because I harassed Timothy. Seriously? He's that fucking bothered that everybody was forbidden to serve me? Who is he? Their Lord and Master, Kim Jong-un? Yeah, sure, looks like him too. Can't believe they were going to refuse me my very urgent prescription because of a stupid little incident that happened like 3 months ago. Heck, he himself has served me a couple of times since then too. Why am I being banned now? I said. I think this is so crazy. They should have just told the big baby to suck it up because we're not turning away customers over stupid shit like this. I made a fuss, but it didn't make a difference. He told me I'd have to go to a different pharmacy. While I was already there! Ugh. So crazy, I was already there. He couldn't just have made an exception for this one time, but won't be serving me in the future. This is just the stupidest shit ever. Now I have to haul all across town in a taxi all the way to Boots in Concord Way. A special trip and spend more money. I was so pissed. I walked away immediately and texted my mum and told her what happened. That was also a big mistake because now I can't go out on the Thursday anymore because she told me not to go there anymore. So yeah, that's all I've gotten so far. I was really pissed. But nobody cares. Nobody cares. There was no way to contact the pharmacy. Yeah, Asda. I was going to just contact Asda. There was no way to contact them. I tried their number, but it said, this is not available at the moment. Please try online and contact us online. So I go online on the computer, and there was no way to contact them. But then I found like an area that says contact us. So I went into it and all it says is ring the number, gave the number, and I'm like, so I'll try it again in case it was a different number. I tried again. It's like, nope, you have to do it online. So you do the phone, it tells you to do it online. You go online and it tells you to do the number. Great. And no big surprise, we all know why we can't contact them. It's because they know that their service is so shitty that they'd be getting people bad mouthing them all day. So they've just cut off all contact, really, with the public. I'm surprised that anybody shops there. It's the most abysmal service. It's not just the pharmacy incident. There was other things too, like every week leading up to that moment with the pharmacy, I was being treated like absolute garbage, mainly by the staff at the cafe. I'm just going to read this and then I'll go into it. Called them on like 2 or 3 separate occasions and they still said it was out of stock. Got a call last week and they said your microphone boom arm is here if you still want to pick it up. Ring, 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 ring. Asked them how long it had been there and they said since July. The service is terrible. It's not even it's not the shopping experience part, it's the cafe bit and now the pharmacy and also the security guards are, dicks. I don't even care if they're watching this and listening. I don't even give a shit. They need to know. Like, I only tell the truth. They need to know the truth. That their service and the way they talk to people like me is abysmal. He's going on with himself, boss. He does. He always does this. Don't you, Dan? I don't even know how you spell it, pronounce your name. I don't even give a shit. Anyway, so I know I said this in my Asda rant one, but I'm going to say it again because it might be different people watching this. And I don't think many people watched that Asda rant one because it was all in the dark and nobody gave a shit really about the story. So while I've got people here, I may as well say it because, people can see me now. And that's all people were bothered about was the fact that they couldn't see me. They didn't give a shit about my problems. The people... I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really impressed with my fans at the moment because no one is loyal anymore just because I'm not showing my belly all over the place. So I'm not really very happy with my fans at the moment because they're not loyal anymore and they don't come on my live streams. So anyway, while I've got some people here, pathetic amount, 5, but at least it's better than 2, like it usually is now these days. Like 2 views. Anyway, so on the other occasions when I went there, first of all, this woman, right, I said, can I have a pizza, a fresh hot pizza, please? Pizza slice, not the whole pizza. I usually have 2 pizza slices. So I had one this time and she got it out and put it on the counter and I thought, that's going to go cold because I still haven't finished my order. That's 1. And 2, I hadn't finished paying yet. And 3, I had to go and get a different credit card because the one Ken gave me didn't work. So I had to go to Ken again and get another one. And do you know what happened? When I sat down and ate it, it was cold. And I went back to say, can I have another one? Or can you heat this one up, please? It's cold. She had the nerve to blame me for why it was cold. She said, oh, it's because you kept walking away. And I'm like, yeah, but you saw that the first card wasn't working, so I had to walk away to get another one. And secondly, you are the one that kept the fucking pizza slice out whilst I was still ordering and paying for the food. And I still had to go get my coffee before I could sit down to eat. And you just had it sat there on the counter out of the heaty uppy bit. But she was trying to blame me. Like, even if it was my fault, these people shouldn't be blaming the customers. I always thought that the motto was the customer is always right. Well, in this case, apparently, you're wrong. It's your fault that your fucking pizza slice is cold, even though I, the serving person, the serving food person lady, the lunch lady, whatever the fuck they're called, left the pizza slice out on the counter while I was still serving you and I still hadn't got your full order yet. Don't know that you heard that, the tablecloth. Oh my god! What are you doing? There's a dog scaring the shit out of me. I am sorry if I am not much help. It's okay. This was in an Asda cafe. Yeah. I've never had a problem with them before. All of a sudden, they started being horrible. Like the last 2 times I went there, they were horrible. Before that third time, you know, when I went to the pharmacy part and they treated me like absolute garbage. So that was one incident. So they blamed me for my pizza slice going cold. I said, why don't you stop blaming me for why my pizza slice going cold? It doesn't matter the reason why it's cold. The fact is, my pizza slice is cold. Take it back. Either give me a fresh one or heat this one up. It's so simple. You don't have to start blaming me, even if it is my fault, which it wasn't my fault why my pizza slice was cold. It was her fault because she left the pizza slice out on the counter to get cold while I was still being served. Like, why didn't you just keep it in the counter bit, you know, the under the counter bit where the heat part was, you know, in the glass, behind the glass. She could have just kept it there until she was finished with my order, but no, she put it out on the cold counter. And it sat there for about 10 minutes or something. I can't believe she blamed me. Anyway, so that was incident number 1. And then a bit later, when a different woman called Jane brought the rest of the food, including the pizza slice, when I took it, I said, "Can I have some?" I was like distracted with Ken and talking to my mum or something. I don't know. I was quite distracted. I was trying to answer everyone's questions and stuff. And the woman got pissed off and had a go at me to say please and thank you. Oh no. Same reconnecting again. Oh, bollocks. Let me know if you guys can still hear and see me. You should report her to the management. You can't get in touch. I wish I'd reported it while I was there. I have tried to report them. The best I could do was find a review site where I can put a review for Asda on. I found that. And it says it goes straight to them, to Asda. You can tick a box to say, do you want it to actually be sent to Asda, this complaint, this review? So I ticked the box. Of course, I had to reword some things because I kind of insulted them a lot. Like, I called them bastards and stuff. I thought, if it's going straight to Asda, I don't want to be seen to be calling them names. I thought it was just like a random review site. I didn't realise it actually could go to Asda themselves. So I was going to call them to the hilt, but I decided to be more civil when I realised they'd be getting it. So I thought if I was calling them names, they'd go, "Oh, fuck it, we're not listening to that complaint. We're not doing anything about it," you know. You know how people are. Even though it's their fault, they still can't take insults or complaints. So I thought I'll have to be as civil as possible so that hopefully the manager will be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this person went through that. Oh, I'll have to do something." Whereas if I called them bastards, it'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm not doing anything." You'd be like that. So I had to be like as nice and civil as possible. But that was like several weeks ago now. You know, they've not got back to me, so I'm presuming they've not read it or nothing's been done about it. So, like I say, now I've got 7 views right now. I want to urge these 7 people and anybody else who views this video, if they get this far in the future, this far in the video, please do not give Asda your business. Do not shop at Asda. I implore you. If the more people that stop shopping at Asda, the more these people are going to think, well, we're getting less custom now. So we're going to have to change our service and train better, more friendlier people who don't talk to grown-ass women of 29 like little children, urging this person, like me, I'm talking about, urging this person to say please and thank you. Like, the thing is, normally I do say please and thank you, but I was so distracted with Ken and everything else that was going on. There were screaming kids all over the place. And I was just a little bit busy. And she was being rude anyway. I would have been more inclined to say please and thank you if she was nicer. But she wasn't even that nice. She had a sour face, you know. It's like a slapped ass or something. I'm not really urged to be polite. And like Brad said, it's their job. You know, people don't have to say please and thank you. People are not always going to be grown up. Maybe children have all the time in the world and all the brain thing, whereby they're not as occupied. So they will think to say please and thank you. They will think of these little things. Whereas us adults, we have a lot to think about. So I think you can forgive us if we forget to say please and thank you every now and again. Like, you've got to realize that adults have a lot of stress on the mind. Like, they might have stress at work, like with their job, or they might have like debts to pay or loans to pay or bills to pay or something, or they might have something else on their mind that's bothering them. You don't know what's going on in their brain. So when someone's a little bit, not like, oh, please may I have a napkin, or oh, please may I have a fork. Those were the things that I was asking for. And then when she came behind me and went, here you go, and I'm like, I was in the middle of a conversation when she handed them to me, and she went, oh, thank you, like, like urging me to say thank you, and I was like, yeah, okay, bloody hell. Like, we have things on our minds. It was rude anyway of her, because why would I want to interrupt my conversation to say please and thank you to this person whose job it is to serve me? If I can say we have nothing else to do, nothing else is going on, then we might think to say please and thank you. But you can forgive us if we don't, because we have a heck of a lot of stuff on our mind. Like I said, don't know. It's a commission request. She will do it for a donation. Oh, is it people going on about belly stuff again? Like, I'm trying to talk about important stuff here. Be bought by two packies. Bought. No, Asda. That's good they have that. Just reading stuff now. You would look great in a maxi skirt. Oh, for God's sake, stop going on about that. Yeah, they sound like a shady place that doesn't treat their customers well. I don't know. It is a commission request. Well, you keep going on about it, Starman. Asda. Asda is with an S. Stop having a gorgeous belly then, and people won't get so distracted. I'm not even showing it, though. How are people going to get distracted when I'm not showing it? Yeah, that's what I'm on about. I know. Brad, that guy, that fat ear lover person, is just going to think that he's agreeing with you because you said that. I'm putting Z on purpose. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. It's just that I would really like people to take me seriously and actually comment about what I'm actually talking about instead of going on about my belly. It's just so annoying. I'm not going to lie, but I'm more than just a belly, you know? Just go on about that when I'm trying to talk about serious things, you know? This is clearly not a belly live stream. And if y'all want to see my belly, you'll have to donate to my PayPal, which is in the link in the description below. And, well, you could do a video request. You could ask for belly video requests. But why should I give the milk for free anymore? Because, I was hoping when I started this fecking channel that I would do videos where I could talk about some various subjects and people would listen. And this would be my outlet to be able to talk about my views and my complaints and my rants. But apparently, nobody gives a shit. So all these people going on about, oh, well, you've got all this options now. You can voice your opinions and you can have your voice heard. Crap. It's no more different than it was in the 1800s. It's just different now. As in we have technology. And, your blogs or videos or whatever. But still, if you're a woman like me, nobody gives a shit about your opinions. Although I have seen many female YouTubers who talk about various subjects, and they seem to be quite popular. No one's asking them to show their bellies or their breasts or get naked or whatever. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they are able to make videos without people be, like not being interested or whatever. Maybe not live if Issa was here, had be listening. I don't know what you're going on about. It's just disgusting. Well, no, not always. I know serious YouTubers who do like video rants and shit, and they're not always showing everything off. And no one's asking them to do it. So disgusting. So, like I say, nothing has changed. People can think that this is the most accepting and the most enlightened day and age, but it's not. Women are still only taken notice of if they're showing ass or, in my case, belly, or if they're showing cleavage or something. It's no different than it used to be. Sorry, feminists. Y'all have wasted your time. I mean, take my story. I walked past in my summer outfit, and these three boys started commenting with quite sexually harassment sort of vibes going on. And I did call the police about it, and they didn't even give a shit. When they did the call back a few days later, or the next day, or whenever it was, they just said, "Oh, well, what do you want the police to do about it?" And that was by a woman, by the way. So a woman didn't care that I was being sexually harassed. So I know that people are always going on, like these MGTOWs and red pill people are always saying, "Oh, well, if the slightest thing that a man does and a woman can just say, oh, he sexually harassed me or whatever," and they'll all always see it in the woman's favor and they'll always be on the woman's side, like the law will be on the woman's side. That's absolute bullshit. Because like I say, I repeat, they said, "And what do you expect the police to do about it?" As if, just shut up and take it, basically. We're not going to do anything. It's like, okay, whatever. I shall just go like this. I would have said the police are crap. This was a woman, though. It's like, you have to die or get raped in order for anybody to take notice. It's stupid. Police only like it if they said arrest and fine on the spot. Okay. So when that woman said that, I thought, oh, I don't know. Why not do your job? And they're like, well, we don't know where they live or whatever. I know exactly where they live. I saw the idiots going out of their house. And I told you where they lived when I rang up. Like, well, we don't know who they are. There was no footage of it. There was no address. So we can't do anything about it. I'm like, why don't you investigate then? I told them the street. And I told them the number. And I told them specifically I had footage. I had footage of the assholes coming out of their house. And I had footage of them when they actually started harassing me and staring at me. And they were like, okay then. And it's like, whatever. So yeah, these MGTOW types on YouTube are always going on about how the law is always on women's side. That's bullshit. They don't even care. So I commented that. It's a guy called Better Bachelor. That's the name of one of the MGTOW red pill YouTube channels. And then there's one called Think Before You Sleep, and they're always ranting about women and how women are horrible and how terrible they are and how the law's always on their side and men get screwed over. Well, that's never happened to us. In our experience, the law and everybody is always on men's side, and men still get treated better than women. My mum got screwed over left, right, and centre in the divorce. Like, like they always go on about how men always get screwed over in the divorce. No, women get screwed over. My mum got screwed over. My dad specifically told my mum to put in for divorce so that she would look like the bad guy and he looked like the good guy and claimed that we'd want for nothing. And then left it in the lurch. And we've had to suffer in squalor all these years with a house that's falling apart while him and his new wife and family live it up like they're royalty or some shit. And like I said earlier in the video, they get all the latest gizmos and gadgets and expensive shit. And it's the woman that gets screwed over even in these days. Sorry, I don't care what people say. Unless the rest of the world is just different from us or something. And here's another thing I forgot to mention. In that video where I was ranting about Asda and that incident that happened, the only comment I got was from Joel, of course, going on about fucking shit, as usual, going on with himself about rubbish. And then the second comment I got was somebody saying that I have a victim complex or something. Like, what do you expect me to do? Just keep quiet about everything? Like, everybody else gets to rant and rave about all the injustices, and they get listened to, but apparently I'm not allowed to? They mentioned that part as well. They actually quoted that part where I said, oh, everybody else is allowed to rant and rave, and I'm not allowed to. And then he went on to say, oh, you and your mum have got the biggest victim complex, or whatever, victim mentality, or something like that. I thought, what the fuck? So does everybody else. But they get listened to and taken notice of and taken seriously. I don't. I just get people calling me a baller or, oh, you victim complex. No, nobody cares about your problems. Well, you know what? Like I say, what do you expect me to do? Just keep quiet and just let everybody walk all over me? All right, then. I won't talk about any of my problems in the future. I'll just keep quiet and let everybody just walk all over me then. And let every bad thing happen. And all these injustices happen. I'll just let that happen then, because nobody obviously gives a shit. So may as well. So yeah, is he still going on about it? I thought he was blocked.
Maybe you should create a separate YouTube, one for your ranting and seriousness, because most of your followers on this channel
got hooked on your belly. I said this before, and I'll say it again. If you want to see my belly, I'm not giving the milk away for free. So you've got to donate or become a Patreon, even though I don't recommend that anymore because people keep being a shithouse. This is supposed to be an everything channel. I don't want to be doing separate channels. That'll take forever. I keep having to sign into one and sign out of another, and then I've got to sort all my videos. All right, this is for that channel, and that's for that. I don't want to think like that. I want to just put everything on this one. It's easier. She can do whatever video she likes. Yeah, exactly. I do have another channel, but that's for my art, so I'm presuming y'all not interested in that either. Why don't y'all just support me like me instead of just like one thing? It's disgusting. In fact, if nobody's interested anymore, maybe I should just stop doing this altogether. How about that? Yeah. Maybe I'll stop. Because it's clearly not getting me anywhere, so I may as well. Because all anybody is bothered about is my belly now, instead of me and what I want to talk about. I have contemplated making another channel for my seriousness, or whatever, as you call it. But I know that I'll probably get no views. Thank you, Starman. You're very kind. At least somebody gets it. I'm not doing it, Brad, because you know what will happen? Nobody will watch the video, the channel, and it'll just be like the most unpopular channel ever. I know because I've tried it before. I tried doing all these rant videos and all these different kind of subjects before, and I got probably like 2 views. Well, not quite that little, but you know what I mean. I got about 20 odd views on some, 60 odd views on others, maybe 100 views if I was lucky. And the most popular video, where I got 1,000 and odd views, was the one where everybody was having a go at me. So it was either I got no views or comments, or the comments were nasty. I'm not going back to that again. Why should I stop completely, Brad? I like doing this. I just wish that people would actually take notice to me and watch my videos if it's not about my belly. It's just not fair.
Look at me and playing cosplay, then complains that people came to see the cosplay.
I did not complain about people watching the cosplay or whatever. People are seeing the cosplay. I'm wearing the cosplay, so I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining that everyone keeps going on about my belly. Well, do you know what? I'm not feeling this, so I'm just gonna disappear. Listen, Brad, if I can, I will do a live stream tomorrow in my Don Lino costume. And I want you to take some, some screenshots of, because I haven't got a full body, picture of my costume. So I'm going to do a live stream and do some poses so you can do screenshots. But I'm not doing it for my viewers because clearly they're just ungrateful and shite and nasty, horrible people that just want me for my body and not what I have to talk about or the way I look other than my belly. So I don't mind people coming to see my outfits and shit and my looks because, I like to look good and I like that people appreciate the way I look. Obviously, I'm not complaining about that. But I hate all these ungrateful people that just go in on my belly, and then when I complain, they get at me like this Fatima person has. He's clearly Asian. Ugh, they're the worst. They think that women are just there for their sexual erotic pleasure as well. I don't care if that's racist, but it's true because it's what I've observed. It's their culture. In their culture, women are just there for them to, they're just breeding cows. That's it. They're just sexual objects. I'm not saying they're all like that, but that's the majority. That's mainly their culture. Before I dig a big hole. Yeah. You know what? I don't care if you hate me. Yeah, oh dear. I'm going to be honest. The people on here are shit. I don't care if people hate me for it now. Because you know what? I ain't doing this again. Fine. Y'all got your wish. I'm going to stop making videos and making live streams until people are going to treat me better.
A bit of bait and switch. If you want people to take you seriously, don't title your video "Come Look at Me" video title for what it is.
I did! I said it was a rant about Patreon. I just happened to mention that I was also in cosplay doing it. And it wasn't bait because it's real. I am wearing cosplay, so how is that like bait and switch? I actually said it's a rant in the title. How more obvious do you want it and what the video is going to be about? It actually says it's a rant video about Patreon. Can't you read, Fatima? For God's sake. People are all stupid on here as well. Get out before you dig a big hole. You weren't talking to me, Brad, were you? You were talking to him? I don't know. Y'all gotta be on my side here. Got here too late. I'm really confused now. I thought this person was here from the beginning. Oh well, I wanted to do a nice rant video. I don't want to have a go at my viewers, but you forced my hand. I'm sorry, but it's all your fault. The problem is you're attracting the wrong people. Yeah, people like you having a go at me because I'm not doing what you want. Mr. Man that I've got to do as you say. then you get notified. I am attracting the wrong people, even though all my videos have not been that anymore. I'm trying to attract the right people, but I don't know how. Let's scream. Let's cry. Well, a few months ago, I said I was going to pack it in. Maybe I should. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been live streaming as much lately. You're going to delete this after, I hope. Oh, but it's a shame because I look awesome. I don't really want to delete it because people need to know how shit Patreon is. What a shame. Why did you have to ruin it? I have a right to rant. And I have a right to complain about people on this channel as well. Being shit. No, Brad, I won't edit it. I don't really care what people think. I tell the truth. If I was to edit this part out, it would be living a lie. Like, yo, I'm happy about everything that's going on. I'm lying. I want people to realize that they can't treat me like a sexual object. I don't care if they see this part. Most people won't make it to this part anyway. They'll probably just listen to the rant or whatever because that's what the video is about. And then they'll probably switch it off after about half an hour anyway, so. Way to be supportive. Not. Yeah. You don't make me feel good about this either. Oh well. I'm going to play on my phone now because you're boring me now. Someone's gonna need to stock up on Monster. There's just a bunch of people just talking about saying that you missed both the Halloween parties. Both? We had one in June. They had a Halloween party in June. Wow. Why did Richard tell me about this? He told me about apparently he's known these people in this apocalypse club for ages, and he didn't think to tell me that they had a Halloween party in June. Richard knows I love Halloween. Why wouldn't he tell me about it? Wow. I'm going to reply that. I'm surprised Richard didn't tell me about the one. I take it Richard is fucked off as well. About the one in June. You know, of this live stream, I mean. The one in June. I'm very surprised. Oh, message was retracted. Why? What did it say? So to summarize, you essentially titled your video, "Come Look at Me While I Rant On in My Gothic Cosplay. As far as I'm concerned, I'd be no different if it was a guy. Some of them have nice bellies too. Sorry, boss. You have the right to make any video you want. I will not stop you. Thanks, Starman. You're the best. You can rant all you want. I'm not complaining about your ranting. But as soon as you entice people by mentioning, look at what I'm wearing, you're going to get people. Yeah, but I didn't mention anything about my belly, though, did I? I know he deleted it himself. I'm asking him, what did it say? Maybe he worded it wrong, like, you know, maybe he spelt something wrong. I tried to. Yeah, they didn't, actually. No mention of belly dancing. I know, right? He's acting like I titled the belly, "Come Look at My Belly." The video. What did I just say? Come and look at the showing my belly as well as ranting. That's what he's acting like. But I never did. I've not titled it that. I've titled it ranting about Patreon while wearing gothic clothes. That's it. It's the truth. How is that misleading? And yeah, I want people to look at me and appreciate what I'm wearing, but they don't have to go on about my belly. If they just came on and said, "Oh, I like what you're wearing," or "Oh, you look very nice," that's fine. But then demanding to see my belly when and then saying it was titled something like that, and then it's like talking about my belly when I've not even entitled the video that. So how is it misleading? I don't get it. I'm really confused. Maybe it's my retarded brain not processing something here, but as far as I've read, he's complaining because I baited the title, and he's acting like I put in it that I'm showing my belly when I'm not, and saying I did something wrong in the title. Nothing's wrong. I'm wearing gothic clothes. I'm wearing sort of cosplay. How does that equal I'm showing belly? Cosplay does not equal I'm showing belly. Cosplay equals I'm wearing something that's costumified, which it is because of the wig and the ears. How is it Miss fucking lead fucking ing? I really don't get it. I just get so angry because I don't get what I've done wrong. Again, retarded brain at work here. I don't know what I've done wrong. Because I'm so stupid. I have no idea what you're talking about. His argument is so stupid. I'm obviously being sarcastic. It was the same text as the text he/she typed after deleted. Alright, yeah. So he's obviously spelt it wrong or something. If you mean the message, yeah, I spelt something wrong. Yeah, I thought you did. His argument is he's calling you a slut, I think. No, not a slut. Apparently I'm a cock tease because I apparently titled the video wrong, and apparently the video contents is nothing like the title. That is what he's saying. That's the shame. Yeah, you were still kind of backing up the other guy. You may not have asked to see my belly, but you were still backing him up. You were basically still saying, "Well, I don't blame people for coming on and asking to see belly because you misled people by titling the video. Come and look at me. I'm in cosplay, and then the video contents is nothing like the title." That's what you're saying. I'm not saying you demanded to see my belly, but you still basically backed up the other guy saying, "Oh, this is probably why he said that because you've baited him with the title or something." I've not baited anybody. It says rant about Patreon, and I also happen to be wearing fucking cosplay. How is that? How is that hard to understand? Cock tease. Fatima was tying it. This timing out thing isn't very good. I think it times them out for like 1 second. Anyway, I'm bored and tired. I hope I didn't offend all the viewers who actually do support me, but that seems to be very little because although I've got 6 views, nobody's talking apart from like 2 people. How am I now? Well, I'm stressed. My throat's dry. I'm exhausted. Audacity to correct your grammar. But obviously, I'm not really talking about all my viewers and fans. But I am very disappointed that nobody really views my videos anymore or live streams, or not many do. Never feel better soon. Yeah. I'll feel better when I have got changed. It's only a chat on Becky YouTube. They've corrected your grammar. Ugh. I just despair of all these people arguing with me because it's not the content that they want it to be. Why can't people respect my choices? It's like if a girl wanted to become a slut, people would discourage her from being a slut. And that girl would go, but it's my choice. Why can't you respect my choices? And I'm like, I can understand that, but I'm like the opposite. Not that I was a slut. I'm not saying I was a slut, by the way, but I'm just saying I was doing content that I didn't really realize was like that, but could be misconstrued as that. And now I've realized what it is. I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. And people are actually actively trying to discourage me from stopping and trying to discourage me from making my channel more wholesome. When I first started doing the weight gain stuff, it was not supposed to be fetish fuel. I didn't realize that that's what it was. I didn't realize that I was essentially a fetish cam girl, sex worker YouTuber like all these other sluts. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I was misled into believe it was just a wholesome activity of gaining weight because I started really skinny and I hated it and I wanted to gain weight. It's wholesome. It's just about as wholesome as a fat person. Oh, jeez. A fat person wanting to lose weight. That's not a fetish, is it? It's not a fetish for a fat person to lose weight. So why is it a fetish for a skinny person to gain weight because they hated being skinny? And yeah, it is kind of a fetish, as in, like, oh, I thought I would feel really sexy if I put on weight and I'd feel more hot and sexy. But I never thought that I would have a following of perverts, demanding that I strip on camera and show. It's just like a girl going around, and people saying, "Oh, take your clothes off, love." It's basically like that. It's kind of like sexual harassment. I've been sexually harassed on my YouTube channel because I have decided to not do belly stuff as often. And they also want free porn, basically. Yeah, that's right. He's the argumentative type. Because they got free porn. You got put in these people's recommendations. It's stupid. The tables will turn, fatties get thin. Will be next. Ew. Gross. No. It's already popular. Although it's not a fetish, that's still already in society. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm still all for weight gain, of course. But I draw the line when people are actually, when I'm trying to do wholesome videos that are not about weight gain and not about the fetish stuff, that people try and turn it into that and demand that I show my belly. And like, oh, that's what we watch your channel for. Yeah, get your kit off, girl. Like that. I object to that. So, yeah. So that's basically what I'm trying to say, is that I object to being demanded to show my belly off. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not rejecting fat fetishism or weight gain fetish and people being attracted to fat people because I am still all for it. I am just saying that that is not all what I'm about. I think you got on long enough now. What, me? Don't listen to people. Make the videos you want. Ugh. Brad's just as bad. He's now telling me I should stop the video. Mother will be harassing. I'm honestly not even sure what you're ranting on about now because I never said most of what you're on about. Yeah, you did. And other people have done too. Lots of other people have said. Yeah, well, it sounded like you're telling me to stop now, Brad. What I'm saying is, people are saying, basically people are telling me what to do. And you're basically doing the same thing. You're attributing the other people's comments on me now. Yeah, because yours is very similar to all the others that I've had in the past. Yeah, they are. You're saying that all these people who demand to see my belly are in the right, and they're not. like Brad said earlier, when I was in agreement with him, I can make whatever videos I like. And if I suddenly decide one day my channel's going to be about something else, I have every right to do that, really. You're jumping to conclusions. Well, me and Brad read all that stuff up above, and it didn't sound like it was anything in my favour. But yeah, Brad's right. I've gone on too long now. It's going to be like 8 o'clock soon, and I should do dinner. He is right. I just want to rant forever about this, but I guess I can't. Oh well, I guess do what you want. Like, comment, and subscribe. But I guess if it's not about the content you want, then I suppose you won't. But I'll leave this with you. If anybody wants to see belly videos, they will have to pay. Because I'm not doing it willingly. Not in this weather anyway, it's cold. If I want to show my belly at any time, because I want to, not because people are demanding me to do it, I will do it. But other than that, people have to pay if they want to see that kind of content. Anyway, so I would like people to suggest what kind of content they'd like to see that's not anything to do with me stripping off. Because I would like to make content that people are actually interested in so that my channel can grow. Because if I start losing subscribers now, I will become demonetized and then I'll have no fucking income. So if you don't want to see that happen, either give me suggestions on what people would like to see, what you guys would like to see, that's not belly stuff, because I'm trying to get ideas of what wholesome sort of stuff I can do. I'm happy to do cosplay. I'm happy to do awesome outfits that are sexy, but I won't be stripping on this thing. And I will only show my belly if people are going to commission me to do special requested videos and pay on PayPal. And like I say, seeing as how people are seeing my stuff on Patreon for free, I'm going to delete that as well, because I don't want people just becoming a patron on there just to delete their patronage just before they leave, just before, the next month when payday happens. I'm just going to read this before I switch off. I have subscribers to your channel. That's great. You're still making good videos. Compliments, thumbs up. Yeah. I just didn't think people were really that interested anymore. That's all. That's all I'm getting upset about. You'll get what you want, Fatima. I'm just suggesting that all the jerks that are fans of this channel wouldn't know about the other channel if you had one for a specific category of content. Well, that's fair enough. But you see, I can't make another channel because I don't know how to anymore. There used to be an option to make another channel, but doesn't seem to have the option anymore. I've already got 3 channels. I don't think I can make any more now. I think that's my lot. She has already mentioned why that multiple channels are out. There's too much hassle. It's not just too much hassle, it's because I just can't make another channel. A large number of followers of this channel are fans of the belly. Yes, they are hers, and they will continue being pervy. If you want to do other types of content, you should have another channel. Yep, can't make another channel. Look at, what's his name? Simon Whistler or whatever. He has like 7 channels. Swapping accounts and separating videos. It's too much work for her. Well, if it shut everybody up, I would be happy to do it. If someone can tell me how to fucking do it. And the other thing about making another channel is that all the local people won't know about this one, so they won't see it. So that'd be brilliant. Google. Why don't people just tell me how to do it? Why do I have to Google everything? I used to go to my mum and ask her questions. She'd be like, "Oh, go look it up on the internet." Like, why can't you just tell me? Hey, you don't have to time him out now. He seems to be okay now. It's just when he was siding with other people going on about my belly before. Yeah, I want to do videos where I talk about various subjects and show off my art as well. But I can do so whilst in cosplay, or my awesome outfits and looking awesome. That's what I want to do. No. Andrew Shore is probably one of them, I think. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to support my channel, doubt it, but you know, if you want to do that, or if you want to request a video, thank you, Andrew Shaw. You know, you can donate to PayPal, and then you can let me know what video request you want. It says edit here. What does that do? Let's press it. Oh, nothing. Okay then. Oh, it says title required. Yeah, I've got the title. Yeah. Oh. I'm surprised that guy said it was basically clickbaity. Patron rant whilst wearing gothic cosplay. How is that baiting? That's correct. That's what it is. That's what this video is about. A Patreon rant. Just ignore the end bit, people. If you rewatch this, just watch the beginning part where I'm actually talking about relevant to the title anyway. I will try and edit. I'll try and edit this video, make it shorter anyway. I could always just do a screen thing, a screen recording, and then just like make it as long as the part where it's actually relevant. First 40 minutes, yeah. I'm glad you do. But I'm sure I've offended like most of my fans anyway. I wasn't trying to, I was just getting annoyed because of a couple of people's comments and people arguing with me, that's all. It doesn't apply to all my fans, obviously. A lot of my fans have been great. It's just the odd couple that are being assholes. I don't know how to stop it. I'm trying to stop it, but I don't actually know how. There's no button to say, like, end the stream. Oh, there it is at the bottom there. It says it right there. All right. Thanks for watching, people who actually appreciate my content. Don't dig a hole. Well, I just got mad. I can't help it.